Michelle here, Thrifting 101. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome to my channel. Glad you're stopping in. Just have a short little haul to share with you tonight. Hope you enjoy. Well, as you know, I found a bunch of beautiful Homer Laughlin in the eggshell theme pattern, the gold eggshell theme pattern. And I've been on the lookout for the saucers, and I think I've been going back almost every day, sometimes twice a day for, it's gotta be close to a month. And I found plenty of other pieces in it, had given up on finding the saucers, and lo and behold, I found 4 of them, which was fine. Actually, they had probably about 8 of them. I'd originally found 6 of the cups, but on further inspection of the cups as I was getting ready to list them, 2 of them had tiny little chips on them, which I had failed to see before, so I won't be listing them. But now I took them off and I will be listing them with the saucers. There also were 2 beautiful bread and butter plates. They also had a bunch of dinner plates. They weren't in great condition, or they weren't in perfect condition, so I passed on those. I think I paid $1 a plate. Actually, I think because I've been buying all of it up, I might have drove the market price up there a little bit. But I'm going to reassess all of my Homer Laughlin eggshell theme and see how I'm going to list it. But just thrilled to death to have finally found those saucers. I was at the Goodwill and I brought this piece over to my cooktop yet again because it's carnival, it's white carnival iridescent, and it shows up really pretty here. I was on my way to the back of Goodwill where I usually find all my goodies, and on one of the aisles, this just happened to be sitting there, and it caught me bright and shiny, and I picked it up. It's extremely heavy and quite expensive, but I knew I had to have it for myself. I did pay $19 for it, but I was going to keep it, so that was okay. It's just simply beautiful. You can see the pattern here. I did some research, and the pattern is called Moon and Stars, which was a fairly common pattern, I found out, that started being produced by the Adams Company in 1880s. The U.S. Glass Company produced them in 1890s, although those 2 companies, the 1800s, they only produced the clear. They didn't produce the iridescent. Ellie Wright made a version of it in 1930s to the 60s. I believe this is Smith, which made them between the 40s, way up to 2004, so it's had a really long run, this pattern. They all use pretty much the same mold back in the early 1900s. You can see right here, it has some mold marks. I was afraid maybe it was cracked, so I checked the inside, and it doesn't go through. So they're mold marks, and that doesn't bother me. Mold marks are nothing new. I did pay, like I said, $19. I'm not going to sell it, but if I was to sell it, in the white carnival, this is what this is called, iridescent, are kind of almost, there's not a lot of them out there. They came in amberina, plain, they come in blue, they came in ruby and green, plenty of colors, but it's really hard to find this one. And I see them listing over $60. So it was a good find for me, but it's going to go on my shelf, and I'll probably look through my picture collection and get rid of one and add this one to it. Paid 75 cents a plate at the Enjoy thrift store. They're bread and butter plates. You can see right here, they're not marked, none of them are, but they're easily recognizable. They're Taylor Smith Taylor in the boutonniere pattern, part of the Ever Yours line. And to me, and probably anybody else who's familiar with it, would say that this is the most recognizable pattern in that line. They produced them in 1962. They are all in excellent shiny condition, and I'm going to probably ask about $15 for the lot of 5. Saw this sitting in Goodwill and I picked it up. I love the graphics, are in great shape. I like the fact, I turned it over, that it was made right here in the United States in Gurnee, Illinois by the Tablecraft company, which started business in 1946, still in business today. They make commercial grade containers, and this is exactly what that is. I've seen them, the ketchup ones. I saw a mayo one. I just fell in love with it. I don't have anything this retro-y looking for my mustard containers. They are not worth much. Maybe I pay 99 cents. Maybe I could double my money off of it if I wanted to sell it. I was in the Enjoy thrift store, I believe it was Friday or Saturday, and I saw a couple of plates, the Goodwill Hummel plates. They're decorative plates, and I passed on them. This one's $3. That one I believe is $2. I'm going to turn this over. This is 1975 Stormy Weathers. It's a beautiful anniversary plate. I personally collect them. My father had left a whole set for me, and I put them up in the soffit of my kitchen when I lived up north, and they just look beautiful there. I have them packed away right now, and I know these are not worth anywhere near what they were worth about 20 years ago. They're pretty much not worth anything, but I had to rescue them from there because I figured I would sell them fairly inexpensively to somebody else who might treasure them. This one here I bought, well, let's see, it was half price. I paid $1.50 for it. It probably doesn't sell for any more than maybe $8, which is kind of a shame because a while back they were worth a lot more. You can see it's got a gorgeous relief design right here. This one right here was half price also, 1973, but actually I think yes, this one came out in 73. This is hand painted like the other one. I paid $1 for this one. I have this whole set. These are the ones actually that I had hanging over my soffit, the small ones, and I have an entire set of them. And before I list this, I'm just going to make sure I still have my 1973 one because I know I did break a few of them. But again, they're not worth anywhere near what they should be worth in my opinion. I paid $1 for it, and I'll probably ask if I don't have the 73, maybe $10 free ship. I saw these at the Goodwill, and I just thought anything that says inaugural series probably is worth some money. They weren't cheap. This one isn't marked, but they're made in China. I did pay $3.99 for them. You can see that they have the home schedule here. They're beer steins, they're ceramic, and they're both numbered. I couldn't find any of the big steins for the inaugural season. I did find one for the 1995 season, and they were selling for about $16 each. I did find some small mugs, and nothing like these, and nothing like this condition in the inaugural series or season, and they were selling for $16. I believe I'm going to ask $30 a stein right here. Found another piece of Stangle at the Enjoy thrift store for only $2. And when we're doing the back stamp, as a matter of fact, right about now, cameraman noticed that the Roman numerals were right there over the Stangle pottery logo. They stand for 1959, which is exactly when they produced this piece. It's a beautiful cake plate or serving tray. It has a really nice design. You can see it has hearts and flowers. I've seen somebody list this exact same one, except it was in a black and gold, and that it was called black and gold, so I'm going to call this green and gold. It might be part of the Granada line. I'm finding the more I find Stangle, the more I'm finding that they made a lot of different designs in this antique pattern. This was a big surprise to me at the Enjoy store. I got this yesterday when everything was 50% off, so I only paid $1 for it. And I just thought it was a really pretty nut tray. I had no idea it was Stangle, so I was super surprised when I turned it over and saw the Stangle mark. Actually, right now, bear with me, I'm noticing something I did not notice before. It says Stangle 1800 DR5. So maybe that's the line that it is, DR5. I'm not really sure. Finding that for the first time, I will do some research on it. But you know what? I saw it sitting there and I thought it was really pretty. And the handle kind of looked like Stangle, so I turned it over and sure enough, it was Stangle. I'm not familiar with this pattern at all. It's got a really nice cabbage leaf design. I've seen other pieces with a cabbage leaf, but not the nut dish. This was probably the best find of all at the Enjoy store. I did not get that half price day, but that's okay. I only paid $1.50 per set. They are simply gorgeous. Look at them. Actually, the pattern, I'll get to the pattern afterwards, but the shape is called dainty, and that's exactly what I thought when I saw them. Oh, look how dainty they are. I did a little research on them. This one is called Forget-Me-Not, and this one is called Thistle. They were produced, well, let me show you again. The back stamp right here is Shelley Fine China of England. This back stamp lets me know that they were produced between 1945 and 1966, so somewhere around there. This is a Forget-Me-Not pattern. This beautiful cup and saucer right here is in the Thistle pattern, or as cameraman just told me, it's actually milk thistle, and it's good for detoxing your liver. Just a little extra information. Anyway, replacements.com, and I only use this just to let you know, not as any kind of basis for what I'm going to list them for. They go for $70 each. Like I said, these are made in the dainty shape. They made lots of different shapes. Shelley China did. They made a smooth shape, a scallop shape, a Ludlow shape, a Gainsborough shape, a Windsor shape, and a Richmond shape, and maybe a few more, but I think that's about as far as my research took me. I'm actually going to ask $60 for both of these together, and I don't really think I'm going to have any trouble selling them. They sell really well. I did want to mention the tablecloth, this pretty pink tablecloth I got yesterday for $2.25. It was half price. The other one was getting a bit ratty, so this is going to do for now. It's a good color for the house. The video was so short, there wasn't much chance for many goof-ups, and I didn't have any tonight, so we are going to throw in some outtakes of the fun we had last night and show you how us old people roll here on campus. Be well. We'll see you real soon. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment.
Hold that chair in place.
There you go.
Oh boy, Piggy just got this going. Oh no,
Oh my God, Paige.
Oh my